everyone, it's Mary Beth from MBGray Designs. Welcome back to my channel. Today I've got two, well, I think they're going to be fun projects. This first one, let me move this to the side, is a really cute strawberry jar. Look how cute that is. I've had this mold for a long time, and I have molded it one time, but it was before I was filming my epoxy resin stuff, my journey. So I am curious to do it again and see how much I've improved, I guess. If I can find, I don't even know what I did with it. I'll find it. But anyway, what we're going to use today for the leaf, or the topper, we're just going to use one color. We're going to use Parakeet Green by Rolio. It's a nice, bright, cheery green. And then I figure after we mold, I mean, I could add like a darker green to give it some dimension, you know, with my markers. So anyway, for the resin, we're just going to use that. And then for the actual strawberry jar, we're going to be marbling all three colors are Rolio. So scarlet, and then this is my favorite pink by Rolio, creamy pink. I want the strawberry to have both red and pink in it. So that's what we're planning on doing for that. So let me set this one aside. Then I have a mold that I got it a little while ago, not too long ago, but I haven't molded it yet. And it's a box. Look at all these pieces. Oh my gosh, I'm not usually good at stuff like this, but I mean, it shouldn't be that complicated. It's a box, right? These are the sides, bottom, top, right? I have no idea how much resin it takes, but I'll cross that bridge when I need to. Anyway, so what I want to do is clear resin, and I want to use this glitter that I got from Bianca Pours, which is new to me, and it's called Phoenix Glitter. And look at how pretty that is. Can you see that? It looks really sparkly and pretty. It's a fine glitter. I don't think, I could be wrong, so it's a test, but I don't think I need to use glue, do I? I don't know. I wish you could talk to me, because this is really thin. So, and there's no way with glue I'm going to be able to pour, so I'm not using glue. So we're gonna just see what happens. But I'm not going to use a ton of glitter. I say that I want to see the clear resin also, is what I'm trying to say. So that's the plan anyway. It could be a disaster. We'll see what happens. Anyway, so there is that. I have no idea. I got this off Amazon. Actually, both of them. So of course I'll list it in the description box. One time, a mold, I don't remember which one, on Amazon. No, I think it's happened twice now. Like if you go down to the reviews, somebody has listed how many ounces. I'm like, oh, thank you for doing that. So I'm going to go back to this mold on Amazon and see if there's any notation of how many ounces. Otherwise, I'll just do my best guess. I am too lazy to take water and dry the mold out and all that stuff. So anyway, that is my plan. So today we are going to be using the Let's Resin epoxy resin, just the 1-to-1. And I will probably use my large mixer, I'm assuming, because this, I don't remember how many ounces, but this is, I'm going to guess 8 ounces for the strawberry. I mean, I could use the mini mixer, but I'll probably just go ahead and use the large mixer, which means I use the larger cup. So that's the plan anyway. I might as well keep my cup out. So let me get my resin going once I figure out how much I'm going to mix, and then we will be back. Okay, plans have changed slightly. So we'll talk while we get our mica powders mixed or ready. All I'm doing is putting the mica powder in a cup and dissolving the mica powder in alcohol. So I was looking at my order of that box, and a lot of mixed reviews, by the way. Some people say it's really hard to put together. Others say it's not, whatever. And one person who gave it a 1 star and said they would give it a 0 if they could, like really hated it, and said they wasted 18 ounces of resin. That's the only mention of how many ounces. I just cannot imagine this thing taking 18 ounces. I'm completely shocked. So, oops, I'm just timing myself. Okay, we're gonna and I'm using the mini mixer. We're mixing up 10 ounces for the strawberry jar. I'll probably have extra, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Okay. We're going to do the box in a separate pour because I'm still debating about how many ounces, you know? I don't know. But then I was kind of like going through it going, okay, well, maybe this is like a couple ounces for this, and maybe each of these rectangles is an ounce and a half. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 ounces plus this 10. So maybe 10, 12 ounces. I don't know. I guess I could measure it. I know I could measure it with water, but it's flimsy and that would be just a nightmare in itself, in my opinion. So I think what I will do is probably do 12 ounces of clear. And if I have to mix up more, I have to mix up more. But I wanted to get these 10 ounces mixed up first. And let's get our strawberry poured. And, oh, that's enough. And we'll go from there. So that is the plan. So just 2 separate pours, not a big deal. Which kind of works out because sometimes things take a while, and if you do a ton of resin at once, you know, you only have so much time to work with it, right? So this way I'll just focus on the strawberry. So as you can see, I'm just barely putting any alcohol in here, just enough to dissolve the powder. That's all I'm doing. And the reason for that is when I pour the resin in my cup, we won't have any unmixed mica powder. And then what I'll do is I will put this through my bubble remover, which by the way is on the fritz, and I ordered a new one, but it doesn't get here until tomorrow. So I still am going to use the bubble remover. It's just not working as well as it should. I know I debated, you know, about a vacuum chamber, but at this point I'm going to get another bubble remover. I decided to go with the Let's Resin brand, so I want to see how that one works out. And then maybe MARYBETH will graduate up to a vacuum chamber one of these days, but it is not today. So I just, I need to figure out room and in my studio, you know, it's just a whole thing. And I just didn't have time to figure all that out. So, all right, so that's what we'll do. And then we will be back to pour the strawberry. Okay, I'm really sad. My bubble remover's not doing a very good job. There's a lot of bubbles still in there. I just have to make it through today, and then I get a new one tomorrow. But it's okay, though. I've let it set. I'm trying to let it naturally degas. That's what you can do. And the other thing we're going to do, obviously, we'll spray some 99.9% alcohol in our molds. Because in case you don't have a bubble remover, I went a long time with that one. So it's okay. But I will say it's one of my favorite tools. I do enjoy having one. The other thing is we can pour kind of from high up. I'll show you so that it's a thin stream of resin, and that kind of helps pop bubbles along the way as well. So let's start with our leaf top. So let me get my alcohol, and I'm gonna, there you can see, oh my gosh, there's all these leaves. I want to make sure the alcohol's in there. I'm really worried we're gonna have a lot of bubbles. We're going to do the best we can. And, you know, this is a good video for people who don't have bubble removers. How do we handle it? You know, what fixes can we do that I can think of anyway? So, yeah. Okay, so, again, I'm going to take, let's see, let me slide this a little bit. I might have a little bit too much. Okay, I'm going to take my resin, and I'm going to try to stream a little bit higher up. Make sure you hit the mold, obviously. The other thing we can do is we're going to get a little bit in there, and we're going to go and squeeze the tip, which we should do anyway. I'm just saying, kind of reminding myself in case there's any bubble down in the little stem part. So squeeze that. All right, let's go back and pour from kind of high up. And pour slow. And that is what we're going to do. And then when it starts to go into all these little leaves, oh, I got resin on my finger. We'll squish those two and try to make sure they don't have any bubbles. We can take a dotting tool or some type of tool and go in there and just make sure we get any bubbles out. So we will definitely work on that in just a moment. I can see they're filling up. So let me clean my glove really quick here. Okay, so you probably can't tell from the camera view, but I can see there's some leaves that don't even have resin all the way at the end. So we definitely need to work on that and get the resin, because there's probably a bubble. And I can kind of see that. So I'm just going to go through and squeeze these tips the best I can. So there's all kinds of little tricks, you know, just to help prevent the bubbles as much as possible. But, you know, you got to try to do what you can do. Okay. Like these don't even, there, that one didn't even have hardly any in it because there's probably some bit, yeah, oh, and then of course I'm spilling. Well, let me clean this up. Let me get this, kind of get this cleaned up a little bit here before I make it worse than it is. Okay. All right. Squeeze the tip. Come on, resin. Get those little, there's a bubble right there. Come on. Get out. Ooh, there was a big one that came out. So yeah, you can kind of, you know, sometimes see through your mold a little bit and tell. Now the other thing, and let me spray because there's a couple bubbles that came out. You could take a dotting tool and go inside each one, which I might do that instead of this. I got this cool bubble wand that I ordered from Michelle from Glitz and Glitter, and I'm literally going into each individual one of these thingy-majiggers. There was a bubble, and I'm fishing for bubbles. There was another one. Okay, let me turn it. I can see a bubble on this one. Come on. There, I got it out. So yeah, you can really work at it. And again, this is good to do even with a bubble remover because you can still get all these bubbles in your leaves. So I'd be doing probably the same thing. Yeah, there's several bubbles that have come out. That's good. That's really good. We're doing all we can do. Oh, this one, I think. Is that a bubble? I can't tell. Okay. I'll clean that. Okay. Dripped. Okay. All right. I think we are good to now fill it up and dome it. Again, pour from high up. It'll help burst bubbles on the way down. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. So that took, I think I had like 2.5 ounces in here, and I have like a 1/2 ounce. So that took a couple ounces. All right, let me scooch this one on over. and now we will work on our jar. Okay, there's all those like strawberry seeds, you know, so all the grooves. So really making sure that alcohol is in there. Oopsie. I feel like there's something in my... No, okay. I just want to make sure that there was nothing in my mold. Okay, let's start with our scarlet. And again, I'm going to pour slow and go high. Okay. And then our pink. And I'm just going to go back and forth. I think what I'll do is maybe put you on a fast forward because I'm trying to go kind of slow. So let's do that.
Say something like you love me and make my day, like you always do, like you always do. Hold my hand and look me in the eye so I can tell you how I feel.
Okay, so what I should have done, and I didn't, I forgot, I just got to pouring and forgot. We should have picked up the mold. It's a little late now because it'll overflow, and really squeezed around the edges. So yeah, so remember to do that. I did forget. I am going to tap it a little bit and kind of squeeze what I can. Okay, and then I will top it off with the pink. There we go. Okay, so I've got quite a bit left. I've got 2.5, well, about 2 ounces of pink and 2 ounces of red, and close to 1 ounce actually of the green. So 2, 4, oh my God, I got like 5 ounces left. So I'm making a decision because I don't have my bubble remover. I am going to wait on the box. I think with all these intricate details and everything, I'd rather try my new bubble remover from Let's Resin and do the box at a later date. But what we will do is a tray because we've got all this extra resin. Do I want to do that one or do I want to do... Let's do this one. We've got all this extra resin and a tray. There's not a lot of intricate detail, so not a lot of areas, you know, for bubbles. So I think we have a better chance at being successful. So let's do that. So I am going to clean this because it looks a little dirty. Just want to make sure this is clean. And we're going to marble all 3 of these colors, the green, the pink and red, and the green. It'll kind of go with our strawberry. And I just got some cute new UV DTF stickers, like summer themed, watermelon themed. So that'll work out perfect. We can put something like that on our tray. So that's actually going to work out really well. Okay, we are ready. So I'm going to use my alcohol, and I am going to go around my edge here really well. I can't talk. Make sure that alcohol's in there. And let's start with a little bit of green. We don't have as much green, but let's go ahead and get some on the silicone so that it does show up. You know what I mean? Because whatever hits that silicone is what's going to show up on the front of the tray. And let's do some pink. We want all the colors to hit the silicone, so I got to save some room for the red too. Ooh, it's going to be so pretty. And then our red. And again, I'm trying to remember to kind of pour from higher up. A steady stream. Oh, that's cute. That's very summery. What do you think? All right, let's go back to the green. We'll just continue going back and forth. Oopsie. Keep it in the mold, Mary Beth. Keep it in the mold. Okay, and some pink. Oh my gosh, this is going to be cute. I think it's going to be cute. It reminds me of summer, right? Summer colors. Okay, I'm going to scrape out my green. The rest of the green anyway here. Yeah, and I'm sorry about the box. I was looking forward to doing it just to challenge myself because it looks kind of intricate, you know. I'm not the best at stuff like that, but because I'm not the best at stuff like that, it's probably better that I wait, you know. So, but we will definitely, we'll do it very soon. We'll do it real soon, I promise. Got a mess going on here. Let me clean this spatula. Well, I guess I don't need to fully clean it. I'm going to use it here in a moment. I want the pink next. You know what? I see some bubbles. We're just going to zap those right now while we can. And actually, before we get too full, let's take our dotting tool and let's go around the edge here. Fishing for bubbles. There we go. I don't really want to make brown, but okay. Let's do our pink. Might be able to finish off the pink. Let me look. I'm getting eye level. I'm getting domed here, so this is good. So yeah. Okay, I have scrapings of the pink. I still have an ounce of the red. Huh. Red. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, let me move some things around. I got to clean this off. You know, I'll probably scrape the pink into my hand mold that I'm working on, the drip mold right here. I may just scrape the red in there too. I'm not really sure. I'm going to focus on, there's a couple bubbles here. I really want to focus on that, getting this cleaned up. Yeah. So if I do pour something else, I'll show you on the demold. So we'll be back for demold. Okay, since we're not doing the box, I decided I would bring you another jar. So this is just a really cute, like, I think it's called vintage jar. It does have detail. We're going to hope for the best on this, but yeah, that's what we're going to pour. And today we are using, on this project, these three colors, and they look really pretty together. I'll tell you what they are. So we got CT Sky Blue. This is Rolio. This is beautiful, called Arabic Blue, and then Let's Resin Cyan. So I think I ran it through the bubble remover. I'm telling you, whatever. I cannot wait for tomorrow when I get my new bubble remover. Anyway, oh gosh, I hope I made enough resin. So we are going to marble, and I've let this resin is warm. It's pretty warm. Actually, it's probably been 35 minutes total since I mixed up the resin. So we are going to get started with marbling. And in case you're new, couple things. The reason I let my resin, you know, sit for a while sometimes is because if it's warm and thicker, your chances of it blending into just one color is less, right? So hopefully the colors will stay somewhat separate so that you get a good marble. The other thing you can do is, I forgot I should be pouring kind of high up to avoid bubbles. The other thing you can do is put 1 drop. I forgot to put gloves on. Oh my gosh, you guys, you were probably screaming at me. Let me get my gloves on. See, I took a break and everything, let my resin sit. Oh, wow, that's crazy. I knew it kind of felt weird to me that gosh. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Always wear your gloves. Always, always wear your gloves. That's crazy. Anyway, what was I? Oh, glue. I use clear Elmer's glue. You can use any PVA glue, 1 drop per ounce. And that'll make your resin very thick, very slimy. And it helps with glitter too, so that your glitter doesn't sink and other inclusions, but it also helps your colors stay separate. So just in case you didn't know that, oops, I need a paper towel here. Okay, let's continue on. I have no idea what order. I got all mixed up. My gosh, I really hope we have enough for the jar. I don't want to mix up any more resin tonight right now. Okay, I'm going to let that sit. We're going to go around the edge, but let me get this jar started. I am going to rub the inside with this alcohol. There's a lot of detail, and underneath this rim, I just want to get the alcohol in there really good. Okay, and hopefully you can see okay. And here we go. Sorry, I'm kind of concentrating. I don't know if we're going to have enough. Okay, I am going to lift my mold up and just kind of squish around the edge here where there's, like I said, quite a bit of detail, just to work out any bubbles if there are any. Okay, perfect. Let's move right along here. Almost out of the cyan. I must have used more of this in the lid. I only made up 6 ounces. I probably should have done 8. I don't know what I was thinking. What were you thinking, Mary Beth? Huh. We shall see, because I still need to dome that up too. And we're getting real low on resin. Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? It's Saturday night. What else do I have to do? I can mix up more resin. All right, I'm going to scrape out the cyan. Let me get a new paper towel. That one's getting pretty dirty. Okay. I can see it's starting to come around this rim, so that's good. We're very, very, very close. Maybe with scraping, maybe we would get lucky here, huh? with this and the lid. I don't know though. We might. Okay, there's that cup. All right, now. All right, I'm going to take my bubble wand and go around this right here and pull any bubbles out. I can see some in there. Come on. Where are you, bubbles? I know you're in there. Oh, I think there was one. Come on. There's another. Okay. We're getting them. Sometimes you can see, you know, through the top. Not always, but it's nice when you can kind of see. Okay. I'm going to go around this one too. This is the bottom, but still, I don't want big old bubbles, which will make holes, you know. I can see one, I think, right there. Okay. Let me just wipe this off real quick. All right. Let me spray the top of both of those. And then I am going to top off this lid. I think we're going to get lucky because I still have another cup to scrape. I think we're going to be okay. We're going to do it. How exciting is that? Yay, because I've got projects I'm finishing up that I want to get final reveals filmed for you. I'm always working on multiple videos at once. I have to because, you know, I work a full-time job. So I only have so much time, you know, so I have to, that's why I schedule my videos like 1 to 2 weeks out in advance. So, or I try to stay on top of it. Doesn't always work out that way, but that's what I try to do anyway. Okay, so there's that one. And let me see, I think we'll put a little bit more in. Okay, that one's good. That one's good. Let's move over here. Put the rest of this one in here. Ah, so 6 ounces. Perfect. Wow, that worked out. All right, so what I'm going to do is just kind of watch for bubbles. Very nervous about the bubble situation. I really am. But we're just doing the best we can do. I'm going to probably turn my heat mat on, tent this, and... Oh my gosh, 1 second.
To reach the pros, or...
Sorry about that. My TV just went blaring on for some reason. I'm so sorry. Anyway, as I was saying, there we go. Yeah, I'll watch for bubbles, kind of keep an eye on this, turn my heat mat on, let it cure, and the other ones are already cured, so that's great. So we will be back for demold. Okay, this is, I think, ready. It's very warm, so hopefully we'll be able to get it out. Okay. Oh, I'm curious. Actually, you know what? let's do this. Let me let those cool a little bit longer, and let's unmold the tray and the strawberry jar first, and then we'll unmold that Victorian jar. Okay, so, ooh, I'm excited to see this one. I think the colors are fun. Let's see. Are we ready? I don't know. I hope it looks okay. Oh, yeah, it's cute. Quite a bit of green, but I like it. Wish there was a little bit more red and pink on the front. Like, I wish it looked like that. That's okay, though. Like I said, I got the cutest, like, summery watermelon type stickers. So I think we'll do something fun on this tray. So that's cute. Okay, my mat's cooling down, so I don't really want to set it on there. All right, let's open up our strawberry jar. Oh gosh, I'm so nervous about bubbles, but let's see what happened. Hopefully it's okay. So far, there's one little one right there, but it's not bad at all. Another little one. Okay. I got some overpour here. Oh, there's one. It's not bad, considering, you know, it's really, oh yeah, this is not bad. So there's 3, but they're very small. They're fine. They're on the back. They're not going to cause an issue. Okay, yeah, looks good. Okay, happy about that. Now for the strawberry jar. Let's see if we can get this one out. I got to pull this one closer for just a moment, kind of to get it started. That bottom can be sharp. Okay, here we go. All right, let me get my mold back and we'll take a look. Ooh, this mold it's not easy to get back. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, got it. Finally. All right. Ooh, I like it. You can see some pink in there. It's mostly red, but it's a strawberry. But there's a little bit of pink. Oh, I like it. I definitely need to sand that. Oh, it's cute. And that's, oh, look at that. Well, it looks like a strawberry. It'll go well on with our tray. What do you think? Oh my gosh, it's so cute. All right, I'm going to set this over here because I don't want it on the heat mat because it's still cooling down. My heat mat's right here underneath. Okie dokie. Now let's open up our vintage jar, which, like I said, is still pretty warm, but we'll see. Okay, see if we got any bubbles. Hopefully not underneath here. Couple micro bubbles. Yeah, a couple micro. Not bad though. We did not get any gaping holes, so that's good. Not bad at all. It really. Oh, Mary Beth, look what I did. Look what I did. I wasn't thinking. It's still very warm, this tip. I'm hoping I can glue it back on. Let me see here. Oh, man. I should have waited. Okay. Let's see if we got a clean break here. Ooh, I think we do. Yeah, I'm going to have to glue that back on. But this is the jar lid. I like the colors. What do you think? I'll try to show you best I can. Yeah, the colors look really good. Yeah, we'll be able to glue this on, so I'm not worried. I mean, it's a bummer, but it looks like it's a fairly clean break. Okay, now for the actual jar. Ooh, definitely some micro bubbles under there. Oh my gosh, yes. But no big holes, so again, So far, I'm pleased. Okay. Get that out of the way. Yeah, you can see there's micro bubbles, but they're not hurting anything. It's on the bottom. It's fine. There are no bubbles up here, though. This is looking good. There's no bubbles on here. It looks really good. You know, we squeezed it when we were pouring it, and look at the colors. Ooh, so pretty. What do you think? I think it looks really good. Okay, and the lid, I'll worry about that in a minute, but the lid fits beautifully. Yes, that is really pretty. Okay, cool. So I've got some work to do. Let me take these items to my finishing table and get busy, and then we will be back for the final reveal. I completely forgot to let you know with the leftover, what was it, red or whatever, I was able to fill this bird, but not all the way. And so I had left over from a different project. I had some clear with crushed crystal, I think, in it. So this bird is a little two-toned. Oh my gosh, if I can even get it out. Let's see if we can get this out. I want to demold it for you because I'm going to finish it with the others. And then I'll show you on the final reveal. Wow, this thing does not want to come out. Hold on 1 second. I just need to get it above his head. There we go. Oh, my word. This is, I probably should have sprayed something down there. I don't want to break the tail off. It's like a little robin, red robin, or cardinal, or whatever. Okay, 1 second. I got to pull it closer. I mean, this just does not want to demold. I don't want to break the tail. Okay. Woo, we got it. Jeez, you wouldn't think that would be that hard. But look how cute it is. Aww. Like I said, it's two-toned. So we'll finish this little birdie off. Oh, it has a little wing there. Okay. I will be back for the final reveal. Okay, we are back for the final reveal. So this is our pretty little red bird with the, what, crushed crystal, I think, was on the bottom. So we got a little two-tone baby bird. So cute. All I did was put gold rhinestones on the wings. Super cute, right? And then this is our vintage jar. I think it turned out really pretty. What do you think? So it looks good. I put the rhinestones around these dots or whatever on the lid and on here and in the middle. And then on the lid, I also put some around the top area. And of course, I glued the top back on. It's nice and you can't even tell now. I'm so glad that was a clean break because everything else on this jar turned out really nice. It's really, really nice. I did sand all the pieces and I used my Resin Restore as well. All right, the strawberry. I love this strawberry. Look at our cute strawberry jar. So cute. I took some darker green paint markers and just kind of gave some dimension to the leaves and put some gold rhinestones on the tips and then of course in the middle right there for our lid. And then on the actual strawberry, I actually took these little gold rhinestones and put one in every single seed, as you can see. And that took me a minute, okay? That one was quite a bit of work, but it was fun and relaxing and I really enjoy it. So I think the strawberry turned out so super cute. And then our tray. So I used one of my, I just recently got these stickers that are like watermelon themed, summer themed, and it just says love summer, and it kind of goes really well, obviously, with the colors that we used. And then I did do a top coat, clear, and then all I did was use green rhinestones around the edge to kind of make it sparkle a little bit more. And of course, you know, I think our jar would look really good on our tray, maybe even our bird How cute is that? And then, of course, we got our vintage jar. So I hope you enjoyed the projects today. I just want to thank you so much for your time. I know your time is valuable, and I do appreciate you spending it with me. So don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you remember. That would be great. And if you're not subscribed, I would love for you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. It would really mean a lot to me. And also, I have discount codes in the description box, links to the molds, and also my email address if you're ever interested in a custom order or purchasing one of my demos. All right, everyone, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.
Say something like you love me and make my day, like you always do, like you always do.